It is down to the final two on MasterChef Canada, and tonight we will get to see Trevor and Thea battle each other for the title.
Tonight, we want to see a magnificent three-course meal showcasing everything you've learned.
You will have 3 hours to complete your entire meal, but this time we're gonna make it much harder.
So over the past few weeks, Trevor and Thea have cooked for bikers, new Canadians, even Jamie Oliver, all to make it here. For a look back on their remarkable time in the MasterChef Canada kitchen, Trevor and Thea are with us this morning here at Your Morning. Hi, guys.
Hi, how
Thanks for having us.
I'm so good. So many questions. We're diving straight in. A plumber gas fitter, Trevor, is your trade.
That's right.
So when you were going to tell yourself several years ago that you could have been here, would you have believed it?
Absolutely not. I mean, I've always had a passion for cooking, and it was just kind of the backseat to my trades. So to be here and sort of have a future in the business, it's very exciting.
You've had quite the journey, Thea. So what is it like to actually now be sitting here in the final two? Are there numerous pinch me moments?
There's pinch me moments the entire time you're on the show. So I think this is the big pinch me. Like, oh my gosh, I still can't believe it. It's surreal.
It's been a slow burn, and then here you are. If I may use that terminology, I have no idea what I'm talking about. If there are highlights for you, Trevor, like if you could boil it down to a couple of highlights for the season, what would they be?
For sure. I mean, just getting the chance to cook for the judges and have that professional feedback is a highlight on its own. And of course, Jamie Oliver, childhood hero of mine, loving cooking and everything. So definitely those two.
For both of you, is there a judge or a guest or anybody that you were always particularly worried about, nervous about, started to sweat extra when they were standing over you?
I mean, Chef Claudio, he is a hard one. So whenever he was judging my food, I was incredibly nervous because he just says whatever comes to his mind at the time.
Whatever's on his mind, for sure.
What about you, Trevor?
Yeah, I mean, being a fan of the show and watching the previous seasons, Alvin is, the bad guy. He's actually a really sweet dude. And Claudio, he's intense.
He's intense.
He speaks his mind for sure, which is good, though. I mean, tells the truth. And
Right.
that's the only thing that makes us better.
He keeps you guessing, too. Like, he keeps you guessing, so he'll be like, do you think that's good? We'll see. And then he'll turn around, and you're like, I don't know.
You're like, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
So when you for the finale, you had to cook a 3-course meal. So how does one begin to even plan for that? Did you go in with the plan? I'll start with you, Thea.
I definitely have an idea of what flavors I like. And so I knew if I was going to go to the finale that I would have something that was based on those flavors.
And that's what the judges have always been saying. You have a phenomenal palate.
Yeah.
So you went in already with something already planned.
I did, and I do know that, plating was my weakness, so I have to bring it. I have to bring it with the plating, 100%.
Did you have a plan going in, Trevor, also?
Yeah, for sure. I think, when you're planning a 3-course menu, you have to conceptualize a cohesive menu, if you will. And I definitely try to plan everything out, and unlike Thea, bring the flavor later, if it even shows up to the party. But yeah, I mean, you can't just wing that. So there is planning that goes into it.
There was a nice surprise with family visits. Does that make it easier to move forward in the highest stress part of the entire show?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely give you that extra push you need. It can be really daunting at times, to go without family. And, I've cooked a lot. So I was like, hey, I need some pick-me-ups here.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Trevor?
Yeah, I mean, it's that extra motivation. And, I mean, they came all this way to experience the show and sort of live what we're going through on a day-to-day basis. And you don't want to let them down. So it gives you that extra motivation.
So heartwarming. It really, really is. Well, you guys, this has been quite the journey, I'm sure for you, certainly for us as viewers, and we want to wish you the very, very best.
Thank you so much.
And regardless of who comes out the winner, I think clearly we're going to be seeing a lot more of both of you. So thank you so much.
Right on. Thank you
so
so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's remind everybody watching right now, the finale of MasterChef Canada goes down tonight on CTV, 9 p.m. Tomorrow, the winner, one of these two fine people, will be right back here on Your Morning.